Ginu Joseph, Global Group Editor of Modern Plastics TV and Modern Business TV, a part of Modern Business Network Germany. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Shanmugasundaram and Mr. Arvind Chawla. Mr. Shanmugasundaram is Vice President of Tagma, and Mr. Arvind Chawla is EC member of Tagma, and both are well known in the industry for many years. Thank you so much for joining us during diemould today. And could you please tell our viewers, during inauguration there were so many discussions going on the challenges what are facing. Tagma is helping people to working together, and how we can industry together grow.
As we discussed yesterday, growing together, we have a lot of plans in Tagma which we are connecting with the tool makers, getting their inputs. Like one, we are coming with an app where each tool maker can come out with his requirements, that is what is the capacity he has got, and other tool makers can view that, or the customer can view the capacities. And we are working with an e-commerce company to come with an app. Very soon it will be launched. Already it's launched. We are working, fine-tuning it, and this will help all the industries in India to go through what is the capacity available. Suppose, for example, in Satara, somebody is having a surface grinder 3 meter, and somebody is needing in nearby city. Nobody will know that he has got that machine and he has got the capacity. So that kind of networking we are trying to bring. This is one activity which we are doing. And another activities, we are representing government. We are fixing a consultancy in Delhi to represent the government on a weekly basis. They will be meeting the officials. There are a lot of government programs are coming in DHI, which will also be taken to all the members.
The raw material pricing is soaring up as of now. Supply chain is tight as of now. So how do you try to compete with the global market with the challenging times with the pricing?
See, at the present situation, the raw material price and the logistic prices are so high that it's not possible to plan anything immediately on this. Everybody is increasing the price, and the end customer is bearing the brunt of the price increase. But the situation will not be like this for a long time. It depends on many other situations of the political situations or the corona situations what we had. So we hope that in coming months things will be better or towards normal, and logistic definitely should be less. Otherwise the movement of the goods, if it is more costly than the cost of good, it will not work. But it definitely gave us a lesson to start working on our efficiencies or the rework what we are doing. So no customer would like to pay for the rework or mistakes of you. So this is a good lesson. Positively, people are now going back to their shops. They are planning in more precise things. They are reducing the raw material sizes by optimizing the strength or the calculations of the dimensions. So this is anyway reducing the wastage. Logistic, the number of containers, we are discussing with government people to allow us more containers or give us some special permissions for the transportations, because our goods especially for export is suffering a lot. But I think the situation will little bit be better in coming few months.
So the next question is like advancement of technology in tooling industry, and how do you see the growth with the new advanced technology?
See, technology is a subject very close to my heart, because I represent Zoransky Molds and Machines, which is a German company. And as a German company, I have seen the technology which is far beyond for our customers in this region, Indian region or Asian region. We are still lacking from 10 to 12 years. So what my team was doing 12 years before, if I am doing now, it is more than enough for the technology here. But the time is not the same. Things are changing. People are going for new and new technologies as soon as they see it. Because of the internet and social media, people are coming to it the day it is released. They don't have to wait for it. And as always, we say that the opportunity lies around us. We have to make sure that we see it and grab it. Suddenly, due to lack of import, because of many reasons, for example, the toy industries is having huge requirement. They need more than 2 to 3,000 molds, and Indian tooling industry is not equipped for that. They were not prepared for that, and now they are making some plans to cater the needs of toy industries. And there are so many other industries which were totally dependent on the import of tools. And now when they see the import is not possible, they are exploring possibilities in India. Many tool makers, when we discuss for the feedback, they say that three reasons are mainly for the import. One is the technology they don't have in India, the timelines strictness or the professionalism what they don't get in India, and the cost what they don't get in India. So I will leave the cost as a third factor. First we will start with quality. So nowadays I can assure that the Indian tool makers are well equipped to cater any quality requirement of the customer, which they can get from anywhere in the world. If very specific segments if I leave, then most of the tool can be made here, but the cost will be higher, the time will be higher. We are working on that. For the timelines, now our timelines are also very aggressive, because for example, car industry earlier one model used to take 48 to 60 months sometime to release a new model. Now they are looking for 18 to 20 months to release a new car model. So subsequently the requirement of tools also going down, and people are equipped now. They have more number of machines, they have more planning, they have more project executions, so that with the limited resources or resources by outsourcing, they can cater to the market in limited number of weeks. Nobody talks about months now, they talk about the weeks. So we see a very good growth in these two factors. The cost is the third and most important factor which our tooling industry is suffering. They cannot do much because the government regulations are there. The cost of basic hardware or steel is still very high compared to the other areas of the world. So we always in discussion with authorities to consider the taxes or import or put some duties on the same items what they can import, and creating a competition within the India. But the future is very good, and cost, timeline and quality, everything will be met here, and there will be a huge chance of growth of tooling industry in India.
Injection molding industry growth is happening for last few years, and how do you see, as he said, the quality, timeline? Is the Indian processors are ready to accept the technology and adopt the technology? How do you see this?
In the injection molding front, there is also a major expansion is happening. You see the infrastructure, you see the household molds, household industry is also progressing very much, and as we repeatedly saying that next decade is India's decade. So injection molding machines presently having a little pressure on because of the raw material increase. People could not able to adapt it. For that people are waiting. There will be a price reduction, so that some confusion is prevailing in the market, but future looks very bright, and people are adapting to the technology. Now second-hand imports has come down, and lot of manufacturers has added capacity. We at SNT, the STM brand, we have sold around 700 plus machines in India recently for the last few years. Manufacturing in India, that is Make in India, with the technological transformation from Frederick, China, we have done it, and also we are expanding the capacity to doubling the capacity in the coming years.
How do you see the mold makers adopting hot runner from cold runner and adopting the technology?
The industry always thinks the way they were taught. I also remember when we started tooling industry, the hot runner was not the first choice. They always try to do everything with the cold runner, and when something is not possible, then only they will go for the hot runner system. Because of the multi-cavity tools, you need more balancing in the gates, you need more balancing in the filling of the parts. So definitely cold runner cannot fulfill your requirements, and that's how the usage of hot runner increased in our tooling industry. But if you see in the reverse way, like we are putting our mold on a molding machine, and the hot material comes till the end of the molding machine. If you extend that nozzle till your cavity, then definitely you are saving a lot of raw material per shot. You are cooling the same plastic, taking it out, crushing it, putting it back, reheating it. That cost nobody is calculating. The return of investment of putting one hot runner can be maximum 2 years if your mold is running with 30 to 35 second cycle time and you have a continuous production. If this concept is explained to customer, they will willingly go for hot runner system, because after 2 years they are getting every shot the benefit more than the cold runner mold. And as a sustainable world, we should try to reduce the waste of the energy. And in this case, you are wasting the energy and you are reducing the quality. So it's a win-win situation if you go for a hot runner, and you will get very fine component with filling balance, and you will not waste the plastic raw material which is going for the crushing and regrinding. So both way we can achieve, and hot runner system molds are now designing the hot offs in such a way that mold maker can reduce the number of hours or number of weeks what they spend on manufacturing that. So it is helping in reducing the timelines also. Only thing, little cost in initial stage is giving you a lot of benefits in the longer run. That concept we need to imbibe in the customer's mind. Thank you.
What are the latest development happening in Tagma, and what message you want to give it to the tooling industry?
Yeah, we have around 700 members. As we announced yesterday, we want to make it 1,400, which is easily possible. We have around approximately 4,000 plus tool makers in India, and the organized sector, we can improve a lot in the membership, which we are doing it. And the second point is, we want to have a skill development courses, which is almost fixed, and we will be announcing very shortly from Tagma. The third one is, we have announced the innovative. We want to support the innovation among the members. So we have announced on behalf of Tagma, in the every year ITS, we will be selecting 5 best innovating tool makers in India. A jury will be formed, and they will travel and they will assess each of the toolings, and very soon the criterias will be announced. Now, another factor, the Tagma will be taken to second tier industries like Satara, Aurangabad, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Mysore, like that second tiers. We are trying to fix EC members there. On board several people we are talking, and very soon in Nasik we will have some announcement. And we are preparing some delegation to other countries when the travel restrictions are withdrawn. And for example, tool makers can visit Taiwan tool makers and exchange ideas, exchange many things which they can discuss, like Korea. So we are preparing a delegation. Also, we are discussing with FADMA to reach their members. We are Tagma is a member of international FADMA community, where we can able to again bring in many trainers from Europe, Korea. So a lot of developments are happening in Tagma, and this diemould is a huge success. 300 exhibitors, and our footfall almost we were expecting double. Today we are expecting some 3,000, but already it has crossed 8,000. So it is doubling. So very good response. Even morning, me and president and few members were interacting with around 30 exhibitors. They were all very happy. Very quality crowd has come. So Tagma, these are the developments.
Tagma team work hard to get diemould India to this level. After the pandemic, this is the first show happening in Mumbai for tooling industry, or within India for the tooling industry, and I'm sure it is going to give you a lot of benefits, and all the exhibitors are going to get a lot of inquiries, lot of new leads, and I'm sure it will help a tooling industry to grow bigger. Make sure to manufacture, make in India, and keep quality and adopt technology. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time at diemould India 2022.